Yeah, yeah, yeah. How y'all doing out there? You are at IntellectualRadio.com, iHeartRadio. I'm your girl Rachel J on the scene with BeInTheMix.com. And I got my home girl, my ace, my buddy, my, you know what I'm saying? Let me call up my girl and go ride on them. We got our leader Hall up in the building.
What it do?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes. I'm so excited. I'm so excited tonight because this is my girl. You know, when did we meet? How long ago was it?
A year ago.
A year ago.
We met
Oh my
in
gosh.
January of 2017.
Yes. We went to an improv class of Antoine McKay's.
Yes. We started in McKay Arts, taking beginner improv together. And when me and Rachel met, I don't know if you guys have ever been to a family reunion and you haven't seen your cousin in the last 2 years and it's your favorite. I'm like, girl, you better get over here and make that cornbread. But I was just, man, it was like literally love at first sight.
Right.
Like, I mean, our souls connected.
Right.
And we literally could not stop laughing from the moment that I met her till now.
Yes, absolutely. It's been a ride. You know, when you meet somebody that you can just connect with without even knowing them, you know they the truth. And so that's what we have together. You know, in our careers, our lives have evolved and changed so much over this last year, and it's just an amazing experience. And I just want y'all to get to know this person that I truly love with my whole heart, and I'm down for who we riding on. Okay, so that's I'm down for that. So this is Arleta Hall. You know, she is so talented, educated. You know, she walks and moves with a lot of purpose. You know, she so skilled in the improv world. She acts. She does a little bit of everything. So we just want to give her a spotlight because she deserves it, man. She deserves it. So, oh my goodness. So just tell us a little bit about yourself, you know, from, you know, just your upbringing, you know, where'd you grow, you know, what side of town you from, you know what I'm saying? What made you get into, you know, because you work with DHS, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Still work with DHS, just what made you kind of get into that field? And then what made you transition over into improv and acting and stuff?
All right. Thank you so much, Rachel, for that beautiful introduction. Man, you guys just don't understand how beautiful of a person Rachel is. Like, it's a blessing to me to be here. So,
thank you.
No problem, girl. But yes, I am a Chicago native, so I am originally from the Inglewood neighborhood, and I moved.
Inglewood.
Yeah, and I moved to the south suburbs, where I actually was raised at. So I went to Thornwood High School, and then I eventually went to Northern Illinois University.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've looped back to Chicago after that. I majored in communications because, as you can see, I like to talk.
Yeah.
So that I majored in communications, came out of NIU, and then I was just in college. Kind of just prepares you to just kind of hit the ground running and find this job. So I was just career driven. I had like 3 jobs when I graduated, and I was just chasing them ever since. Like chasing, I've worked in public schools. I worked in the rental industry. I've done so much, and what I was just realizing that I was constantly trying to find my purpose. And my purpose starts with laughter. So I was constantly trying to find my laughter. And that way it's something to kind of stimulate my everyday life through work. And that's what I wanted to connect that piece to. So I was selling education. Oh my God, I was doing so much. So I ended up finally landing a career at DHS as a human services caseworker. Brought me so much joy where I would determine the eligibility for SNAP benefits and medical benefits, which is different. I was working in the Joliet community, and most recently I'm working in the Woodline community. So I'm right here, heart smack dab 60-30 Ingleside, what it do, Chicago. I'm feeding them all. But it's an amazing position that does put me in the place where I'm working directly with the community. So I'm seeing what's going on in Chicago head on. I'm seeing who's hungry. I'm seeing the struggles. And what I do at work is I take a little bit of an extra stride to try to find some community resources to connect my clients to, because one thing that the world does not create is a system for us to kind of stay in it. They want us to just remain broken, but they don't have a system for us to kind of re-enter it. Even seeing people that are just getting out of jail, they're just like, what am I supposed to do? No rehabilitation. So it's kind of just hard for them to re-enter the community. So that was one of the main struggles I was finding at work. And also, personally, my father was diagnosed with dementia. So, and I'm one of those people I love, like Rachel says, I'm an improviser, I'm a lover. I get out there, I'm meeting you, I'm talking to you, I'm doing that. But um, it was hard to provide service in my community when I'm dealing with something so close to home.
Right.
So I would be getting up going to work and I'm like, I'm working here all day and my father is consistently, losing some touch of life and I'm missing it. So I was like, I'm not going to keep missing this. I got to figure out what to do. So I went on medical leave from work this past January and now I am a caretaker for my father. So that is what I take care of him. And through improv, so we're going to back it on up real quick. Back it on up. So like I said, I met Rachel last year in January, and I also met another beautiful woman named Tammy Newman, who owns an organization called Silver Dawn Institute Dementia Raw that connects improvising with dementia. Wow. Now, would you look at God? Because he going to connect you a way to do what you're supposed to be doing. He going to do it. Yes. So I ended up going through the class and I became a certified dementia communication specialist where I now today I was on a conference call where I'll be teaching other individuals how to communicate with people with dementia. I've been doing a few different symposiums on the south side of Chicago where I'm trying to connect that piece so I can help other families, because one thing that I can tell you with dementia and through improvising, you're going to find that laughter. Wow. So I deal with my father. He's had a ton of jobs. I mean, he's been a police officer. He's been a musician. He's also been a radio show host. So, so what he does is he taps back into all those roles. And with the dementia, kind of leaves you confused. So improvising teaches you how to yes and that and stay in the moment. So what I do is the other day I was playing the radio. He likes you to turn stuff on and on. I like to keep music going, keep him in that groove, keep his mind feeling good because he's a stepper too. He loved to step. So we had some company come over and he loved to tell. I keep his pictures up. So he's like, I used to have my own radio show. Tell him, Daddy, what you do. He like, this is Milton Hall playing them all, the best gospel music in Chicago. Open up your Bibles one time. You get in here to play it now for the best gospel music in Chicago. So, yes. And he does it, you guys. I mean, all the time. And I'm just like, give it to me again, Dad. So I even pull up a microphone and I'll pull up a phone so we can have a little interview to just keep it laughing. And that is how I connected dementia, can take care of with my father with improv. Right. And then, with improvising with you, we took one class together, guys, and literally the connection and the laughter that we created in our class, we created a team called Manifold Destiny, ready to start performing again. So honestly, stay tuned. Improvising is what I'm trying to get at. It has allowed me to live my life and stay in the moment. So this past year alone, from January now until this and I have been making the best of it and anding it, and it has been the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Yes, that is such a beautiful, awesome story. And the fact that, you made it clear, people think that you have to be a certain type of person to be creative and to love the arts. The little simple things that we do with creativity can change lives. Your father gets to tap into the person that he was. He gets to relive those beautiful memories through improv, through creativity. And you don't have to be the improv king. You don't have to be at Second City for 4 seasons. No. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is maybe take a class or 2, but you can do these things and you can improve your life because your life has changed. Yes. The way that you think about life has changed. Sometimes I don't want to do this or I'm afraid. But now, you know what? Yes, and. Let me say yes, and let me see what's going to happen.
And see what's going to happen. And just through vulnerability. Yes. Being vulnerable is where we just find so many talents, and just that's where you can start creating. I mean, when you think about the music that we listen to, I mean, it's just grown and we just want to vibe. The biggest thing is just like, where is the vibe and how am I going to catch the vibe? Yes. And the vibe of life is easier than laugh.
Right.
So if I'm going to do some,
I'm gonna laugh.
I'm gonna laugh about it.
Yeah, baby. Baby. And looks like recently, you're a part of, I don't know too much about it, so I do want to pick your brain. You've recently been cast in the film. I know you probably can't give too much. But we do want to spotlight you and give you a little praise about that because moving on up.
Yes, so I have been casted by the New Black Entertainment for their upcoming film Running with Wolves.
Yeah.
Yes, it is my first feature film and I am
Congrats.
so excited.
I'm so excited.
And I just won't hide it. But
Yes.
yes, it is primarily a black cast. So I'm very excited about that. The director is black, and what the film is based on, what I can tell you is what I did myself. It is based on 3 books that the director wrote. T.J. Chester. She wrote 3 books called Running with Wolves 1, 2, and 3, and it is based on the backstory of a few different women, and they're from Gary, Indiana, and basically their ups and downs, and you kind of get to touch on friendship, and loyalty and relationships, and just it's so good. And I mean, and I'm saying that because I read the books. So that was one thing. She gave me the script, and I was like, okay, I was reading from my character. My role is just I can't say too much.
Yes.
But one thing I will say about my role is I am connected with it will allow me to kind of expose a side of a friendship that I wasn't.
Right.
It will,
Wow.
and that's what I'm so excited to do. And it will be coming out this fall, so we will have some different premieres lined up. So hopefully, I'll be back soon to kind of release some information about that. But you are
Mm-hmm.
going to love this film, Rachel.
Yes, yes. I can't wait to see it. Do we have a premiere date set in stone? Or you guys still kind of just in the mix of production and
W-
filming?
We are still in the mix of production and filming, so it is coming soon. To as
Okay.
soon as I know, because I want you guys to be there.
Yes, absolutely. And please give us a call, 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953. If you guys want to holler at our leader, call in and chat with us. This is Girl Talk. And we just gonna, chat up about each other's lives, catch up, do our thingy thing, but I'm definitely loving my moment with our leader. It's been a while, girl.
Yes, it's been too
We got to hang
long.
up. Too long, too long. So in the midst of all the the creativity and everything going on, especially because you work in DHS, you deal with the community. What do you think that we can do, just as individuals or just different groups and organizations to build our community and build more creative art, things for our people? Because I think it's such a good way to express, a good way to become vulnerable, because we are all closed up, and
Hmm.
we look to the next person like, are you just want something from me,
Right.
you're going to hurt me. So what do you think we can do as a community or as individuals, because it starts with one conversation, one hug,
Hmm.
one you're beautiful, one you're
Right.
so smart, to really get that ball rolling. So what are your ideas on that?
One thing I would say is whatever it is that you're passionate about, bring that knowledge to the community in some way, form, or fashion,
Mm,
because we're missing it. So, like
right.
me, I love comedy and I love improv. So, what I'm doing now is I'm undergoing some training at the Comedy Clubhouse.
Mhm.
So that way I can start teaching classes to children, improv classes on the South Side
Yeah.
and even in the suburbs. Because, like I said, I did go to high school and grammar school in the suburbs. And one thing that there is not is no real like performing arts schools like
Yeah.
that, and you miss that. Like I've grown up most people that have known me, that's why I hope you guys call in. I've been playing all my life. This is me.
Yes.
So
Yes.
and I didn't know what improvisation was until last year.
Right.
Don't tell nobody.
She been on the scene for real. This girl stay busy.
Yes.
Yes. And shout out Comedy Clubhouse.
Yes, the Comedy Clubhouse. That is also where I do improv bi-weekly. Maximus come through. Our next show is April 27th, and they are bi-weekly after that at 8 o'clock. We're the openers. You may as well come laugh on a Friday.
Yes, come laugh. And guess what? She's black and does improv. So I know there's this, every time I be like, come to my improv show. I don't go no improv. They ain't funny. Look, if y'all don't stop playing with me, okay? Because a lot of people that you see, that you laugh at, the Kevin Harts, the Antoine McKays, all these big actors, guess what they have a background in?
Improv.
Improv. Yes, it just teaches you how to live in the moment. It teaches you how to react off the next person successfully without overthinking it and without being super obvious. It's a very good thing. So you guys should try to come out to some of these places and just check it out. If you can go see stand-up comedy, you can go see improv, right?
Yeah, you can. And To kind of piggyback off what Rachel is saying, based on our culture, we improvise, period. I mean,
Right.
everyone that I know that has children from the age of 3 on up, we laughing at them. They can imitate what mommy's saying or who's doing this, or your children can come home from school. They can reenact recess for you if you ask them to. This is improv. We have the talent in our households. We just have to know how to train it. And even with stand up, I've been doing stand up recently for the past 6 months, and it has been bringing me so much joy. It is so vulnerable. But one thing about stepping on that stage and owning it by yourself is to me, it's therapeutic. I'm getting out what I want to say to a mass of people, but not just a mass of people, because I want you all to laugh. I feel like, I'm sent here to bring some type of joy to people. So one thing I want to do is get my story out there, because I know I'm not the only person that has been through woo wop. The bam, I'm not the only girlfriend that's been cheated on, been stalked. You guys go to one of my shows about
Right.
that.
We'll tell you about that. Okay. We'll tell you about that little something. Yeah. So you see this woman is sitting here, who found her way. She carved out a path, of self-discovery. Is very important that we discover who we are, or at least attempt to. Because if you ask yourself, if you're constantly asking yourself questions like, what is my purpose? Where do I need to go in life? What can I do? You will automatically start to answer those questions. The path will start to form, because you'll find ways to figure that out. So is it harder to begin this process, or is it harder to just sustain yourself? Because even in the midst of it, you're going to have doubt, you're going to have disbelief, you're going to have people saying, you know what, well, you ain't gonna make you don't do that. So for you, has it been harder to kind of stay in it, beyond, maybe the insecurities of outside people, or is it harder to kind of to get started, on your path right now?
I would say, honestly, a little bit of both, because one thing now, like I said, since I've been on leave from work, I'm completely on my own. I'm figuring out, I'm using every single talent that I have to pull together ends meet to make a way. And while leading up to it, it was one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make, because when you're getting ready to change your life, things will start being thrown at you left and right to make you stay comfortable in what you're, so you don't change. So I knew I had to change. I'm like, I can't even sit there the same. When you wake up in the morning and it's hard, and and to me, people are like, oh, that's depression. No, if you submit to it, it's depression. But when you realize, like, you identify that emotion and do something about it. So yes, it was very hard to make the decisions that I made, because I work in DHS, so of course I want to keep helping people, and the people that I'm around, they want me to. So I'm getting advice from other people, someone else to take care of your dad, or maybe you should just try to stand up a little later. I mean, is improvising even paying you? No, it's free, so you're not really making any money, so you're dealing with all those things. And I'm like, well, I'm going to figure it out, because clearly, I've been sent here to do something more than this, and I look at things as a season. I love DHS. I love the community. I love my people, but I can't do it right now. I did it. So now I'm supposed to do this, and I'm just trying to stay on. And now the path of being completely a freelancer, we both know it has its ups and it has its downs and its uncertainties.
Yes.
But through all of it, I wouldn't regret one bit of it, because it's you creating you.
Yes.
It's like your most vulnerable state of just you, and you get wrapped up in you. And it's the first time in my life I have been wrapped up in just me and listening to my noise and how I'm going to do something about it.
That aura, that glow.
Yeah.
It's, what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z, he was like, my wife Beyonce, I brag different. When you on a different level, when you done leveled up, your whole aura is different. And what's the price on freedom and passion?
Exactly.
Tell me that number.
Tell me. It's not a number. And it's like we get so used to the society. And like I said, when I speak on our cultures, because we kind of born into a chained mindset.
Right.
So we got to do this to get to this. Like, we got to do this so we can get to this. We got to work here. I got to go to school so I can get a degree. Once I get my degree, I got to get a job. Once I get a job, I can get a promotion. Once I get a promotion, I can hopefully own this, or I got to retire. And then and that's okay. For some people, it just does not have to be everyone's life. I don't regret going to school to get my degree. I loved every moment of being in school. I needed that type of discipline coming out of high school, because I was a kid. Like we all are children at 18. Who I don't even understand why it's a law saying that technically you're an adult at 18. Because I wasn't an adult at 18. Pushed back because I know some people that still take care of their children at 30. So it's just like, when
Right.
you think about what's the age of a child, I'm just saying all this to say we put so many constraints on ourselves, and when we just break the chains of the world,
Right.
because life is so short. So you have to live it for you. So that's what I'm coming into, living for me, staying in
Right.
that moment and doing the things I'm supposed to. Okay, I'm supposed to take care of my dad. Yes, dementia is
Yes.
hard, and it runs the
Yes.
highest in the African American culture. It is the highest in our culture. So it's coming for us. So we must be aware so we can deal with it. Because we don't deal with it. We just depress over it. So I'm trying not to get emotional. I've dealt with it so much in my family. My father is like one of the 4 to 5 people that I've dealt with dementia and Alzheimer's in my family. Yes.
Wow.
So it's very prevalent.
Yes.
And like my oldest aunt has now, my great aunt, she'll be 95 on Tuesday.
Wow. Go on, great
Yes,
auntie.
gone, great aunt Cora.
Oh,
And I
just
sit
make
up.
me want some hot water cornbread or something. Too, great
Yes,
auntie.
and she'll come on and she'll tell me, you know what I'm supposed to be doing? I just want to go to the store and get some ice cream, and I'm like, let's go to the store and get some ice cream, So I try to play with her and make her laugh, but I say that because I just try not to depress the fact that it's sad that
Right.
that their mind is leaving,
Like it's
because
deteriorating right before your eyes, and you just can't do anything about it, but just make them more comfortable.
right. But that's what we do. That's what we do with children, and that's what we
Yes.
do as friends. We're
Yes.
changing everything. Rachel,
Yes.
me and Rachel were not here this in January last year.
Right.
We've changed.
We've changed. We've evolved.
And we've yes anded each other
Yes.
to remain in the moment, to be here.
There you go.
So
Yes.
that's just how I'm looking at life. We're all changing every day. And just
Yes.
as long as we remain in the moment, then we're just gonna do better. But that's just my biggest thing. It's
Yeah.
he give me the woo.
The woo. Y'all get the woos. Yeah. So tell everybody how they can just get information on dementia, even to connect with you if they have any questions, or they're like, man, you know what? Now I got to take care of my mom or my grandpa. Can I get some advice? Just tell everybody how to get in contact with you and get some information on dementia.
Oh, right. You can definitely follow me on Instagram. My name is Lita Leet, LIETALEET. You can also email me, ARLIETAHALL at gmail.com. And for the sake of it, I'm going to give you my phone number, 708-682-8226. You can shoot me a text or shoot me an email or follow me and DM me. It's that serious to me. So if you got somebody that's in your family that's dealing with dementia, Alzheimer's, and you had it up to here, you don't know what to do it, give me a call. Let's talk about it. Let's connect you to the resources, because we're going to find a way to laugh at the end of this, because we're going to get through it.
Right. And there's strength in numbers. And a lot of times you don't realize what the next person is going through. So be open, be vulnerable, and start conversating about this stuff, because it's a disease, it's a plague that's hitting our society, like heart diseases and everything else that we just kind of smother, and don't pay attention to and not take care of ourselves. Is something that we definitely need to address. 4 people in her family has gone through this and has suffered through it. And I know it's happening to other families, so strength in numbers. Remember that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean. But, and on the other hand, this girl's a bartender, mixologist too. I'm just like, what the hell don't she do? Let's just start with that list. Okay.
Every day I'm hustling.
Every day I'm hustling. So bartender and mixologist. So for all those who don't know what a mixologist is, explain what that is, and then we'll get into some other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. So, yes, I am a licensed mixologist. I attended bartending school where I learned how to properly mix drinks.
Properly.
Yes, and not overserve individuals. As well. Would you look at that?
Would you look at what?
But I take mixology to an entirely different level. I mix drinks at home. Every drink that I come up with is something that I made on my own. One thing, my mixology name is Elite Mixes, and that is also the name of my freelance mobile bartending service. So I provide bartending services for all type of events, where it can be a backyard party, or a bar mitzvah, a wedding, you name it. pop-up shop, I'm there. I've done so many events, so let's just chat. But I love customizing drinks for the consumer. And one thing I like about mixology and bartending, period, we all love to drink, but let's just be honest, we don't know what we want to drink. We pulling up at the bar. We just sitting looking at the bartender asking for a special. You don't even know. You don't even know what you want. You don't even drink the special. And then once they say they don't have a special, all they got is beer. You back to square one.
Right.
Lost. So I'm here to help you. Help you figure out what you're supposed to be drinking.
Right. Because, she low key just described me. I think she was like, ding, 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 ding. You know what I'm saying? No, but that, I was on the phone tripping. Like, I don't know. What is that? How that taste? What happened? Yeah, that's totally me. So I love to have a person like, our leader in the house. And plus, I do want to make an announcement that my birthday's coming up on May 6th, and our leader is going to be, the bartender mixologist. We're going to have a couple of special drinks in the house, and I am also opening it up to the public. So if you want to come kick it with Rachel J., our leader lead,
Come through.
DJ Corey Bless, and we got a little Johnny Tacos up in there with the catering. Come join me May 6th. I'll have the details on Facebook today because we're going to have a good time. Because guess what? It's been a good year.
Yes.
I decided that I don't have to be 40 or 50 or something big to have a good time and to throw a big party. I'm going to do it every day if I want to.
Every day.
I'm going to do it every year if I want to. I'm going to do it right now if I want to.
Somebody better help somebody.
Yes.
Amen.
Hallelujah. May 6th.
That's life.
Y'all want to party?
Come party with us.
Come party with us.
I'm just trying to tell you, because we know y'all not drinking right.
Yeah.
That's the day after Cinco de Mayo. So after you down nasty margaritas wherever you're going, we want you to come end your weekend properly.
Yes.
That's all I'm asking.
That's all we ask.
Check me out on Instagram at that as well.
Yes.
Elite Mixes. ELIETMIXES. Yes, I just want you to drink better, people. That's all. We've got to stop going to the bar and just looking crazy.
We got to educate ourselves.
Yes.
We knowing this, I'm talking to myself because,
yeah,
I'm getting there.
It's okay, Rachel. You doing mighty fine. I wasn't even being shady towards you. You actually did good.
Yeah.
You were one of the better inquiries. You was like, you know what? That sounds good. I'm rolling with that. I was like, woman of my own heart.
Bam. Yes. So May 6th, come join us. I'll have the Facebook post, posted today. Come have fun. Drink with us, eat with us, chill with us, take pictures with us. We love the people. So yeah. So what can we look forward to from Miss Arleta Hall? What's coming up? What's going down? What's smoking? What's hot? What's banging?
So I do have, like I said before, we do have the Running with Wolves feature film coming up this fall. I have another short film. It's called Yellow Mood that will also be coming out within the next few weeks. So check my page for that. I do have the bi-weekly shows at the Clubhouse that I'm doing. Comedy Clubhouse. Check me out, Maximus. You can get tickets on there for every other Friday, for bi-weekly every other Friday. I'm also will be performing at McKay Arts coming up in June. We will have Manifold Destiny. So you'll see me and Rachel hitting the stage. We are an all-black improvising team, something you will not really see in Chicago. No. So you may as well pull up, speak the language. You speak the language anyway.
Yes. And we emphasize all black, just because it's so rare. It's like, why come we haven't tapped into this improv market? Improv is for everybody. It's not just for Caucasians. It's not just for Caucasians because that's the only race really doing it. But there are other races, and then it's something that we can truly tap into because we have something to say on that level too. So guys, make sure you check out the Comedy Clubhouse. Check out Anton McKay because improv is done all day, every day. And if you think, that man is funny, guess what? He got an improv back. Shout out 2020 McCall Theater. Yes. So
Yes, and also I'm always around doing some stand-up at some open mics. So you can always catch me at the Riff with the Kates. That's on Mondays at Diversity Bowl. Yes, I'm also a Kate. It's a women's stand-up comedy organization in Chicago. So we got to stick
Right.
together. So
Right.
let's stick together. Let's laugh. Let's rat around this city. Yes, but catch me doing open mic, improvising. You catch me doing some dementia communication, some mixology at Rachel party. So whatever you need. Clearly,
Yeah.
I'm from Chicago, natural born hustler. Got to get it while I'm getting it. So come find me. I got what you need in my jacket, like Inspector Gadget.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So what is the next dementia? Because you've been doing different workshops and you've been talking to different places.
Mhm.
What is your next dementia outing that you're going to be on? Is it something set in stone?
I don't have anything set in stone as an outing yet. Right now, I've been gearing up to do some different online conference calls. So I just
Okay.
did my first online conference call today. So I'll be doing group conference calls. So I don't have an event coming up, but what that means is if you are a church member or anything, and you have an event coming up, family reunions, whatever it is, and you want someone to come speak about a health awareness event, and you need someone to come speak about dementia or Alzheimer's, I'm your girl. Let me know so I can come inform the people and help somebody.
Yes, and let me tell you something. She not the only one in her family if you need a house, she got a family member. If you need food, she got a family member. If you need some pads, she got a family member. This girl got a family member for everything that you need in the world. So I definitely want to shout out. So I definitely want to shout out, Miss Chanel, because she is a chef. She is the chef. She can cook her ass off. Okay. So big shout out to Chanel. Give him some information on your cousin, girl.
Oh,
Because both
yes.
of y'all together, boy, have somebody just drunk and full. Okay, at the same time. Okay.
Yes. Please follow my cousin, Chef Chanel of Dream Events Catering, DREAMYVENTS Catering. Dream Events Catering, Chef Chanel. Oh my gosh, Chicago. She is amazing. She has cooked for some of the top celebrities in Chicago. She's right now. She's getting geared up for the Chicago Normal event. She is making some buffalo chicken rolls, some shrimp tacos, and some greens and cornbread, gluten-free cornbread. Okay, at that. The girl is amazing. And like Rachel said, whatever you need, she's there. She meal preps, and you can also get a nice healthy meal, okay?
Right.
Without the carbs.
Yes.
So follow her. Like I said, her name is Dream Events Catering, DREAMYVENTS Catering. She has a website, on all social media handles, # Chef Chanel.
Yeah. Anybody else you want to shout out while we on here?
Oh my goodness.
Like the list goes on and on and on and on and on.
Well, one, I want to shout out you, Miss Rachel J, next to me. I personally have watched Rachel come to Chicago and take Chicago by storm.
Oh my goodness.
This girl, when she said, if I need a family member, if you need to know somebody who's anybody, you need to know Rachel, because she gonna be able to connect you. I mean, literally, when I met her, her spirit is just her spirit will warm you. Even her meeting Barbara, they just are two Black women that I watched take over the entertainment scene. They are empowering. Woo! And they will share with you. Being in Chicago and being around people in entertainment, people aren't going to share with you how they're getting to the top. They're not going to help you figure out what to do. I told Rachel that I wanted to start taking some classes. Rachel said, our leader, you got talent. Get out here and start auditioning. She sent me a resume and helped me do my first entertainment resume. She sat down and told me, you need to get your headshot. You need to send this in. And these are friends you don't just come by. I prayed for her. I asked God to remove a lot of negative people from me, and I asked him to place people around me that were hustlers like me and that had passion and purpose, that then wanted to do more, and he gave me that. So I'm so thankful for you, Rachel J. So I'm shouting you out. I'm shouting you out now. You're beautiful talent. She's a beautiful singer. She's an amazing improviser, and she is an amazing actress. I mean, soon as she played her first single, Problems, my entire family got the nerve to be walking around with CDs in their car and asking me where they cousin Rachel J coming back. I say, where our cousin Rachel J at? I say, is she gonna blow up? I told them I was coming on this show tonight. And they're like, you nervous? I'm like, no, Rachel J host. And they're like, oh, Rachel, cuz. I'm like,
cousin
Yeah,
Rachel.
cousin Rachel. So I just want to thank you for your beautiful heart. Now watch how you take care of your family, your sister, your sons, your mother. I
Wow.
mean, and just how much you try to hustle for everybody else. You literally will go out your way to make sure everybody is living in their purpose, and that's beautiful. You don't make
Oh
anybody
my
feel like
goodness,
it's like they have to
girl.
work a 9 to 5. You make everyone feel like they have to create. So thank you.
Wow. I wasn't expecting. You done threw me off a little bit. Look, I wasn't expecting all that now, all that praise. Oh, I love you. You know
I
you
love
my
you
girl.
more.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for that.
No problem.
Wow,
You
wow,
deserve it.
wow. And that's what it's all about when you come into any situation in your life, whether you're standing in the line at the grocery store, you connecting with, one of your good friends. It's all about, what is the bigger picture? And it's love. Why do
Hmm.
we do what we do? Why do we go where we go? Why are we with who we with? It should be the underlying thing should be love.
Yes.
So without that, nothing is possible. We don't grind the way we grind or do what we do because the money is not there in the beginning. That's just the truth. It's in the middle either, a lot of times.
Right.
It gets there based on your love and effort and work you put into it. So thank you. I appreciate that. That makes me all squishy inside.
Good, good. You deserve to feel that. The way you
Thank you.
summed that up to me, everything you said was you told me when I was getting ready to make some changes in my life. You said, Arlita, sit down and think about your why. So I'm gonna tell your listeners
Mm,
that are having some difficulties and want to make some changes. Rachel J says, sit down and think about your why.
wow.
And then you go and follow your why, and that's what's gonna fuel you to make the best changes for you.
Yes. And expect, don't be afraid to fail.
Mm-mm.
I had to learn that. Don't be afraid to fail. It's not a failure. It's just a learning curve
Hmm.
because you're going to take something away from it. And if you choose to take something positive away from it and say, okay, this is where I need to grow, thank you, Jesus, that I was able to go through that because I'm bigger and better, you'll be a better person at the end. But thank you so much, Miss Arlita Hall. You my everything, you my heart, and I'm so proud of all the progress you make. And I can't wait to kick it with you on May 6th because we
Yes.
about to party. We are at IntellectualRadio.com, iHeartRadio. You own the scene with Rachel J, my special guest, Arlita Hall, with BeInTheMix.com. Holla at your girl.
Who say that I inspire you a lot in your own way? You